Live.
All right, good morning, grade 12, computer applications technology. I can see there's a few here. Good morning, Kyle, Emma, Lauren, Tabi. Good morning to all of you. I hope you're going to have a glorious day today for CAT grade 12. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to do theory. We're sticking with the theory at this stage. We're going to do internet connection and services, and we're going to focus on that, what the government is doing for us, and especially in this situation which we are now. What is available? Good morning, Lesedi. Welcome to the class. And especially what they are doing with regards to giving us information and where we can go and find the information. These government e-services have become extremely important in this last 2 or 3 months that we are. So without further ado, okay, let's just see with the chats and that. Sorry, let me just get to my chat. Where's chat? There we go. Right, good morning. Goeiemorgen, Kyle. For the rest of you, good morning as well. Please let me know where you are at this stage. If you are part of Gauteng, if you're outside Gauteng, and just a quick weather update. Let's see how it's going over there with the weather. Do you have, like me, overcast weather and it seems very cold and bummy? You just don't want to get out of bed, or are you looking at the sea and the blue skies? Let's just quickly get those fingers on. I'm going to give you a quick minute. Let's see where you are at this stage and how you're doing with things at this stage. Alberton, and it's freezing cold. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm not in Alberton, but I'm close to that. Right, so Kyle, thank you for that. Anyone else? Anyone else? Or are you don't even want to go out or look outside at this stage? Yeah, I'd also be scared to look outside at this stage because I don't also like the weather. Right, okay. So while you are busy getting your fingers unfrozen to tell me where you are and what we're doing, let's dive into it and let's get on with the slides. Right, okay. So today at the end of this lesson, you will know government e-services. Okay, so all of this is mostly online, and let's take a look. So this is the major ones. There's quite a lot. Believe you when I tell you there's quite a lot. For now, for us, yes, it's in blue, and most likely you can't see it, but it's because it is links. I see audio. Some of you might have problems with an audio. It might be that mine, because I'm using another connection today, it might be that I come in and out, or that I'll talk a bit slower because of the audio. Right, so let's take a look. So government e-services. Currently, we're going to look at the health, education, our tax, and unemployment insurance. This has literally become one of the big things in our country at this particular stage, and how they can assist us being online. Another thing about this, it is crazy, I know, but these sites are what we call all zero rated, which means you can actually go to them without having any data on your phone. You do not have, all that you actually need is an active SIM card. That's all you need. You don't need to have data on your phone or go through a Wi-Fi spot or something like that. These things are for free. So if you don't have any data and you want to claim for UIF, you go to the UIF website. They've got an online portal that can help you there. Right, okay, so let's go on. I'm going to come back to each one of them. So here, we've got our hotlines as well. Let me rather go back and just quickly go and do each one on its own. Right, so let's go to the health. Currently, this should be the #1 website in our country. Okay, so there goes my Firefox. Let's see if we getting to go to Firefox at this stage. There's Firefox. Is it going? Yep, there we. Things might be a bit slow this morning. It's the end of the month. Every single person is on the internet, even 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so here's our first one for the Department of Health. And what is very important about this particular one is numbers, the way they communicate with us. It is actually becoming one of the very important sites for the government to do their communication with us. You can also see this one, sacoronavirus.co.za, also part of the government website, although it is a .co.za. But this is also one of those free websites where you can just click on it. You don't need internet data to go to this website. This is a free website. So where I'm talking with you now, I'm downloading it to my computer and it's going to cost me nothing. Right. So this is one of the important websites. You can go look for news and updates and all of those things. Listen to people about what's going on in the country. It's a very good website to get information from. And as you can see, this is the #1 website to go to with respect to statistics, news and updates. Where's what's happening? The alert levels. People are so confused about these alert levels. So where do you go? You go to the National Department of Health. There is a coronavirus website. You go there. There's everything. This is one thing about these websites. They are really there to serve you in this time, and the government makes sure that these things stay up to date. Not only that, it gives you helplines, 08 numbers, all for free. And the nice thing about this, you don't need to have data on your phone. That's the important thing. They're all for free. They're 0-rated websites, we call them. Right. Okay. So that is our health. That is most likely the most important one we're doing at this particular stage. Okay, let's go to the one that we're kind of interested in. Yep. Also a 0-rated website, I must admit. Let's go and explore this because this one is rather important for all our right. This one is very important for all of this. Okay. Good morning to the rest of you that just joined. Anita is here, Simbi is here, someone called hand sanitizer. Welcome to all of you. We're just inside and we're looking at government e-services. Okay, so this is the National Department of Education. This is the site you're going to love to hate at the end of your grade 12 year. You will get a whole lot here. I mean, whatever you want is on this website. Here's the CAPS for the teachers. Here's the CAPS documents. There's the CAPS documents. There's some resources available, free resources that you can use. Okay, I think the one that you are kind of interested in is this link, National Senior Certificate or NSC examinations. Right, so let's go to that one. And then we go, right, here we go. Okay, interesting. Oh, nice, NSC examinations. This site, Eastern Cape Department of Education examination papers, very good site to get some stuff, prelims and that. Accounting examination guidelines, for those of you that got accounting and grade 12 accounting, you would know that this would be the first year that they're writing 2 exam papers. So that's where you will find all of those resources. I think the one that you would be interested in is this one. They give you from 2008 right through to 2019 every single examination paper that was written. And guess what, grade 12? 0-rated, which means I can go and download every single one of these things. Just let's go to, I'm just going to go to CAT, so I'm going to press Control F. So at the bottom here, I'm going to write there Computer Applications Technology. So here's my Computer Applications Technology. I'm going to do paper 1 English. I'm going to download it. It's not going to cost me a single cent in data because it is 0-rated. So you can go and download every single paper to your heart's content, and you can go and open it, and you can go and work with it. It is as easy as that. I see the internet is a bit slow today because I've got 11 seconds left and I think there it stopped, it seems. Okay, but you can see this one is kind of extremely important for us. Let's just get rid of this. Right, this is the important one. Okay, so let's just go, where did we go to? We went to www.education.gov.za. So this is the one that's important for us. We went to curriculum and we went to NEC examinations. And there we go. There's all your old exam papers. And again, you don't have to pay a single cent to go and download this. Right. So that is that one. Let's go back to our next one, tax. This is father, mother, and someone that's working. It's not necessary to do with you, but this is one of the best websites as well. You will also see it says it's efiling.co.za, so it doesn't necessarily have the government thing. Here we go. Let's just go back, health.gov.za. Here we've got .co.za. So the government also create private websites, or .co.za, company websites, which is 0 rated, because this is most likely part a unit within the Department of Health. This one is a gov. SARS e-filing is a department on its own. Those are the guys that collect the tax. And here you can go and log in. If you're a business, if you're an individual or whatever, you get your username, you get your password, and you can do everything online. You don't have to walk into a SARS center. You can just do this online. And if it doesn't work for you online, you can phone them for free. Again, a 0 rated website, which means you don't need to use your data. Well, you won't pay for the downloads and the uploads to this particular website, actually downloads. Right. Next one, let's go. Something that has become very important up to before the epidemic, that you had to go in and you had to go and file a claim with unemployment insurance fund. And now what this is all about, if you're a worker in South Africa, you pay, I think it's around 1%, you pay of your salary each and every month, or your employer deducts it from you and pays it over to the unemployment insurance fund, so that when you get unemployed, you can go to them. But at this stage, you had to walk into them and you had to fill in the forms and that type of thing. So somehow it's not going through to that website. Let's just see UIF. Let's try this UIF website. Let's see if it's going to go through here. There we go. ufiling.co.za. I think they might be off or something. Let's see. Let's go to this one. Yeah, this is kind of what happens sometimes. Let's do it like that. Let's just see if we still got the internet connection like that. Okay, you can see it's most likely that they've gone offline or something like that. I'm not sure, but here we go. Here's the government's employment in labor department. Again, you can see labor.gov.za. Why the unemployment one is not working. Let's see if we can maybe use one of the other links to get in there. Yep, this one, unemployment, seems to be off at this stage. But if it works, you would go to, it says here at the top, ufiling.co.za. That's where you would go. And they've brought it online so that people that lose their jobs don't have to go in and go stand in a queue. That's why they brought this in. So as you can see, it's one of those new things, but unfortunately, it seems it's not working today. Don't know why. I really don't have a clue why it's not working today. Yesterday it worked. Let's just try it like that. Nope, still nothing. Any questions at this stage? Any questions? There was a question yesterday about the access. Let's just quickly deal with that one. I did help the girl. I think what most likely happened, if you're going to put in an invalid ID, remember, you have to be from 18 through to 24 years old in order to qualify to work with that particular website. Now, I did register someone yesterday after I helped her, so it does work correctly. So just please go and check that you've got actually a valid ID. And we're coming to that one a bit later in here as well. Okay, it seems the unemployment one is not working today. It's a pity because that is really a very good work site. Right, okay, so let's get on to the next slide then. And now everything has stopped working on my PC. Let's just make sure. Yep, everything has stopped working now. Okay, so while we're waiting for my computer to start working again, let's just quickly get back. One of the things that you can do at the Department of Home Affairs as well, online application for IDs and passports. That is something which is very nice. Let's just see if we can get to the Department of Home Affairs, because that would have been one of my slides there as well. So there's the Department of Home Affairs. There we go. Okay, here's a nice one. dha.gov.za. Okay, all right, okay, there we go. PowerPoint started working again, but let's go back first. Okay, so we were here. Click here to apply. This is people coming into our country. If people wanted to come into our country at this stage, they had to go and submit documents at our embassies and all of that. Here, click here to apply for a visa online. So that stuff has been taken online. It just makes it so much less. As you can see here, the office hours, those are the office hours, but remember, there's always a lot of people there. Okay, this is not the same. There's always a lot of people, which we can't do at this particular stage. So how do we do ID applications, passport applications, all of those things? Oh, here we go. This is a nice one. This is a nice one. Apply online for your smart ID and your passport. So you don't have to go in anymore. You can just apply online. And this is going to, remember, when you apply online, those of you, and you should know, because you had to get your IDs 2 years ago, Matrix. You had to go in, you had to sit there in a queue for 4 hours. Then you had to go back to go and fetch it, and that queue was around 2 hours. So you literally had to take 1 or 2 whole days off just to go and fetch your either passport or ID. With this one, you just go in once, and you sit in a short queue, which is about 2 hours. So this is very nice of them. And then visa verification request, everything, most of these things, even a police clearance certificate, they tell you now what you need to do. So if you need a police clearance certificate for something, here you go. Wow, they can even do that. It's not going to be online. You still need to go in some way, but it's going to be better than trying to go to a police station and try to get it over there. So it's just working. The government is working and their websites are working. We just need to go and look at their websites. Okay, right. So let's get back to my PowerPoint, which started working in the meantime. Right, hotlines, call centers and helplines. I think I skipped one. No, I didn't skip one. Here's another one from the government where you can report if here. I don't think he's going to pick up, but if you want to talk to Uncle Cyril Ramaphosa, here we go, presidential hotline. I'm going to be honest with you, if you've got ideas on how to do the education in this country, how we should proceed with classes, back to school, back to classes, there we go. There's an email address. There's a telephone number. I'm going to get back to the fraud hotline again. Please, here's a lot. This is the government call centers. Go drop us. I mean, we are 50 million people. If all of us can work together, we can come up with a very good plan on how to deal with this schools going back to schools. Right, so, but it's not going to work if you're not going to phone. So if you've got a brilliant idea, please go and phone there or email. Don't sit there and do nothing. Right, please go. Let's go and do this. Okay, next one there we've got. Yep, one thing, fraud awareness. This is something which if you pick up fraud of some sorts, people doing things that they shouldn't be doing, that type of thing, you can see this one. And remember now what we did yesterday. We said, when do we know a site is safe? There should be a little lock there, and there should be HTTPS. So this is the fraud awareness site of the government, which is separate from the rest of the government. So if you find fraud or whatever and so forth, yes, you can't do it anonymously at this stage, but you can register and log in. It's still a very secure website. So and they will treat your stuff with the utmost respect and with the utmost confidentiality. So if you pick up order scams, people scamming the government, they really would like or love to hear from you in this regard. So this is also one of those websites which is 0 rated, which you don't need data to go and download that type of thing. Right. Okay. And then back to our PowerPoint. We've done the Department of Home Affairs, which is also a very good one. But if you can't remember all of them, because I know we've gone through now about 6-7 websites. Okay, there we go. Let's go to this one. www.gov.za. There we go. You just need to remember this one. And from here, you can go, there it says 29th of April, which is actually today. There's employment, and most likely that's where why the site is down. They're busy upgrading this site. Here we go. Organize, see there which companies have been paid, status of the claims. I think that's why the site is down at this particular stage. They're busy literally now as we're speaking, upgrading the site so that you can see what's going on. Here's the services. Here we go. There's the services. So you just need to go to education and training, and there, basic education, go there, and it should take you hopefully to the site which we were at. There we go. It's sometimes yeah, check your basic education, admissions, etc. All of these, yeah, this is the GovZA site. It's not going to take you to the Department of Education site, but somewhere around here it will take you. So sometimes the browsing inside the website is not that good, but you should just search, use the search button. Really, that's what that is there for. So if you forget everything, www.gov.za, and from there, it should take you to where you want to go. And as I said, the most important ones at this stage for me is health.gov.za, and then this one, education.gov.za, and then the unemployment one, which is not working at this stage because they most likely go try it maybe a bit later today. Maybe it will be up and running then, but I think they're busy working on that one. Okay, right, let's continue with our slideshow at this particular stage. What do you think? Your turn. Okay, let's quickly get onto the Zoom group chat here. Come, today you need to talk to me, please. I'm just doing all the talking. What other websites in this period which you think is vital that the government should manage? Okay, so someone's asked me, why is the health site not secure? Let's go and see the health site, National Department of Health. Yeah, it's not secure. Yeah, well spotted. This website is not secure because it's missing the lock and it's missing the HTTPS. You're going to need a secure website when you need to transfer information. In this case, we don't really need a secure website because it's kind of like a static website. It's there. They place things on the website. There's literally no interaction with someone. You just say, yeah, okay, this is it. This is the information. I can click. I can go somewhere else. This one, where you can have contact and those type of thing, is HTTPS. Most likely, the only thing that I can tell you is that they just didn't install the certificate, or they're not there yet with that. But it's not really necessary for this one. It's unless they've got a good server. But it's not really necessary because there's not really information going back and forth. Right. Whereas with this one, you really need it. You need the lock, you need the S, because register, logging, you have to send at least a username and a password. So we kind of need to and that's what those things does. It literally takes it, puts it into jumble format for us, sends it back, where on the other side, it gets decoded for us. Right. Yeah, you can, if this, yeah, it's not secure and fake news and that type of thing. But again, for that to happen, they actually have to break into the website. They actually have to go to the FTP part of the website. Remember yesterday, I showed you we kind of did FTP dot, yeah, there we go. Okay, so this one is public. So as an actual fact, when you look at a website, there's the public, and it's got it's folders and that, and somewhere you'll have the index.html. So the guys actually need to get into this part to be able to set up or to break in and change all of those things. So that's still on the government server, so that's still quite secure. So you don't really need it at this stage because it's just presenting information. As soon as we get to where you need to register, login, if those things aren't there, then it's not secure. Because how does the security take place in this? You've got on your side a very large mathematical sum, which takes the data, jumbles it up, sends it across the internet. On that side, the server takes that data, unjumbles them, make it in plain data, and then rely or does what it's asked or required from them. So that's how these things lock. These lock, and that is a certificate that but that is the whole thing for the IT. Maybe the IT grade 12. Go ask the IT grade 12. They explain it there. Right. Okay. For us, we don't really need it. Okay. Yeah, I've only got one or two answers here. Let's just quickly get back to our PowerPoint here. What other services do you think should be important at this stage that we should be aware of? We've got education covered. We've got health covered. We've got unemployment covered. We've got the tax covered. Come, put in there something for me. What other services do you think should we know that you should get free access to at this stage as a website from the government? What would you like to know from the government at this stage that they should keep up to date, except for those four that I mentioned? Anyone? I'm going to give you just maybe a minute or two just to get your fingers unfrozen. And come, let's go. Oh, yes. I agree with you there. YouTube should be 0 rated. Yes, I do agree with you, because there's so many. I put all my grade 11 and 12 accounting videos on YouTube as well. But there's a problem that, yeah, I know. The only problem is that I do see if you're going to make YouTube free, Google's going to lose a lot of money. So I doubt if they're going to make it for free, even the South African government. I'm not sure if that one will happen, Kyle. I really do hope that YouTube should be for free as well. All that we can do is ask. I'll actually go and ask them that question. But I know for the 0 rating at this stage, the rules are it should be a local site only. Yes, but we cannot just ask the government. All they can say is no. All right, any questions? YouTube should be 0 rated. I agree with you. Anything else that you think should be 0 rated? How about your school's webpage? Where do you find the information from your school? Okay, some of you are lucky. You sit in Zoom meetings the whole day. You've got a Zoom timetable. Monday morning, 8 till 9, I've got Afrikaans. From 9 till 10, I do Africa Teen Gigs, CAT. 10 till 11, I do that. But how about your school's website? For other people that don't have access to the internet or don't have data, Make a school's website for free. Yes, make the website for free. The schools, there is a thing out there. Just ask your teacher. They can email me. I'll give you my email at the end. We've got the documentation, everything. Make the school's website zero rated, so you can go with your WhatsApp and you can go and download everything that you need for the local website. Right. Okay. So those are the two things. I don't think Africa Teen Geeks websites is zero rated. I can ask, but I doubt if that is because it's a non-profit organization. But it's a good question. I'll go and find that one out. If it's zero rated, I doubt it because it's .co.za, and the list that I've seen at this stage, Africa Teen Geeks, is not there. But do you know which one is there? techteachers.co.za. Boys and girls, very good platform. A huge amount of videos there, a huge amount of work there. techteachers.co.za is zero rated for you to go and find stuff there. I'm going to put it here in the chat. It says there, techteachers.co.za. So that's a zero rated site, which is for free, which is not going to cost you any data. So you've got choices to do. You've got places to go. Not everything is doom and gloom in this country. You might be sitting there in a room somewhere, but you do have choices. All you need in this world is a cell phone with a connection, with an active SIM card. That's what you need. And then the world's your Bob's your uncle. You are going to pass matric with just a cell phone and an active SIM card. You don't even need the data. Right, that's where we're going. Okay, let's just continue with this slideshow. 7. Okay, so I'm almost done. We're a bit shorter than yesterday. Okay, government e-services has become very important. If we're going to do or going to know what's going on in a country, we really do need to look at their websites and the e-services that they provide, such as the download of old exam papers, such as the unemployment insurance fund, such as the tax collection going online. Because at this stage, it's so important. You don't have to go in Department of Home Affairs, getting your ID, getting your passport. That is so important at this stage on being online. And they're all zero rated, so you don't pay for data. The second one, it gives you assurances and gives the latest information to the public. The first place, I'm going to be honest with you, all the other sites, take the cue from the Department of Health with regard to the statistics, because it's first published there. It's not published anywhere, first published on that page. Then it goes to the other pages. Right. Apologies. Lockdown measures, schedules of documents is all available from the government website. When those things were declared, it was uploaded. It was there for everyone to see, everyone to take away, doing what they, and it's on the government health website, or sacoronavirus.co.za, which is sub-part of the government. Right, so make sure the government is there to offer information, and they do it through their websites. And I'm going to be honest with you, previous years, the websites weren't really stunning or very fruitful. They were old, unupdated, they were bad. But I can promise you the websites that I've shown you today are good websites, and I myself go there to find papers and that. Right, another one, a slide. Let's go on with the slide. Tomorrow, what are we doing? Hopefully, we'll see tomorrow. But I would suggest maybe get here tomorrow, go on, tell your friends tomorrow, because this is what we're going to do. You've already got there where you are. You've got some form of internet connection. But there's such a myriad of choices, so much out there. How do you make a freaking decision about something that's going to last you, something that's going to last you the month, something that's not going to hiccup on you when it rains or when it snows, or when there's clouds, you've got a bad signal, something like that. What decisions? And this is what we're going to do tomorrow. So we're going to look at you getting an internet connection and access. How are we going to do it in South Africa? Yes, I'm preaching to the people that's already there, that already got it, but maybe you can do something more efficiently. Right. Here's my last slide for today. For more information, Engelbrecht R at heiselspark.school.za. You can also follow us at Africa Teen Gigs and Lockdown eSchool. So that is our things for today. Oh, yes. Almost forgot. Those of you that weren't here yesterday, aha, you got homework. Let me just get it. There we go. Open. I'm sending you a file in the chat. So those of you that weren't here yesterday, it says CAT grade 12 week 5 activities. So you'll find when you open it up, let's just quickly run through this. Let me see if I'm going to open it from here. And again, yeah, there we go. Okay, so it takes me to that one, and then I go from that one. Let's see if it opens up, where it opens up. Did I open it up? Yeah, my computer is a bit slow because I'm also streaming on 2 different levels here. I'm streaming to you and I'm streaming to my computer. So let's just try this again. Oh, there we go. It's opened up on the other side. So let's just get it to the right side. So there we go. Okay, so this is some of the activities that you can do to keep yourself busy with theory. It's important that you get with the work. You can't just sit here and watch YouTube videos the whole day. Right. Okay. So here's an activity. Let's see who's going to get it right. So that's page 1. It's made up of 7 pages, this activity. You only need to do this part over here. So yeah, go do this. This is literally just easy activities. It's not really, it's match column A with column B, write down the correct answer. Yeah, for example, this one is kind of a nice one. Following questions, which one is not an example of an FTP service? Okay, right. There's pure FTP, pro FTP, FT protocol. I'm not sure what that is, but I can look at the other. Example of instant messaging, Wikipedia, Facebook, Telegram. Wow. I don't even know if some of you know what a Telegram is, or YouTube. Okay, there's some interesting things here. Okay, all right. Netflix is more popular than Mnet. True or false? I think it depends on the person's point of view. I presume. Showmax example of a streaming service, electronic payments. So there's quite a few activities here which you should go through to make you better understand what theory is all about. Especially this one, which we're going to do tomorrow, uncapped data, ISP, capped data, those wordings, because these are the things that they ask you in class. Right, any questions at this stage? Everyone happy? Okay. You are either still sleeping or, okay, no questions. Please be here for tomorrow's class. Going to be a bumper class, really. Okay, thank you very much for all the people joining us. Sorry, let me just put back up my slide because that's kind of important. Right, is there any matrics return to school? Riaz, I do not know. All that I know is that we are teaching here online, and I'm also teaching at the school. I'm sending through periodically things. But I think we'll get to a resolution very soon. Lesedi, thank you very much. Be here tomorrow, Lesedi. Tomorrow is going to be a bumper of a class. I promise you that. Ria, sorry, to get back to your question. I think we're going to get maybe some direction from 10 o'clock, apparently today. Yes, in about 20 minutes time. Unless they extend it or whatever. We will see. Okay, right. Very good. But all of you, goodbye. Enjoy. Have a lovely day. Don't get too cold. Don't go outside to get cold. Right, rather stay inside if you got crappy weather. Right, and that's for me. That's Mr. Engelbrecht. Until tomorrow. Enjoy.